mpatanishi wetu. Maria Mtakatifu, kwa kukingiwa kwako dhambi ya asili, utusaidie katika hitaji letu la sasa. Maria uliyekingiwa dhambi ya asili, tunakuomba kutoka katika vilindi vya moyo yetu, utuombee kwa mwanao, tujaliwe neema hii tunayoiomba. Taja hitaji au nia yako. Maria mkingiwa dhambi ya asili, mama wa Kristo, uliyependwa na kusikilizwa na mwanao mpendwa, ulipokuwa hapa duniani na hata sasa huko mbinguni ulipo, tunakuomba utuombee na kutupatia kutoka kwake mahitaji yetu tunayokuomba, ikiwa ni mapenzi ya Mungu. Amina. Sala kwa Bikira Maria mkingiwa dhambi ya asili. Mungu ambaye kwa kukingiwa dhambi ya asili kwa Bikira Maria mwenye heri ulitayarisha makao yanayostahili ya kuishi mwanao, tunakuomba kwa matarajio ya kuzaliwa na kifo cha mwanao, ulimlinda Bikira Maria dhidi ya madoa yote. Uruhusu tena tusafishwe na kwa maombezi yake utufikishe kwako, kwa njia ya Bwana wetu Yesu Kristo mwanao, anayeishi na kutawala daima nawe katika umoja wa Roho Mtakatifu, Mungu daima na milele. Amina. Kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na la Roho Mtakatifu. Amina. Tunakimbilia ulinzi wako, mzazi mtakatifu wa Mungu. Usitunyime tukiomba katika shida zetu. Utuokoe siku zote kila tuingiapo hatarini. Bikira mtukufu na mwenye baraka. Amina. Kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na la Roho Mtakatifu. Amina.
Are you looking for a school that nurtures academic excellence and personal growth? Carmel Girls Boarding Secondary School is now welcoming applications for Form 2 and Form 3 admissions for the year 2025. Carmel Girls offers a holistic education in a peaceful, supportive environment where students are empowered to reach their full potential. Operated by the Carmelites of Mary Immaculate Fathers, our school is located within the Catholic Diocese of Machakos, providing a values-driven foundation alongside quality academics. For more information, call us today at 0716 881769, 0716 881769, or 0111 640014, 0111640014. Carmel Girls Boarding Secondary School, where excellence and character come together.
Right, kwa yule anayejiunga na sisi kwa sasa, karibu katika kituo cha Radio Maria Kenya Nairobi, masafa ya 107.3 FM, sauti ya Kikristo nyumbani mwako. Na hadi studioni ni mimi Jaka Black, sauti yako kwenye midundo ya imani, pamoja naye Sr Aurelia, Lilian na Brian. Tumekuwa tukiongelelea leo uongozi katika vijana. Na sasa tutarudi katika maongezi yale na pia nikiwashukuru Evelyn na Caroline. Naona mwasema kwamba mliungana nasi pale katika sala ya huruma ya Mungu. Kwa sasa acha nimpe Sister usukani.
Thank you so much, Jacob Black, and welcome to our guests. Like I said before, we are live on Facebook and live on YouTube. In case I've seen some comments here that they were not able to get us well, but I hope the network is clear now. You are getting us. And welcome to Lillian. Lillian is a Gen Z and she's a latecomer. I'm going to hold her responsible for whatever happened.
I am very sorry.
Okay, Lillian, you're most welcome. We have heard from Brian. I would like to hear from you. Would you please tell us about yourself, your name, what you do, and why you're here?
My name is Lilian Sision. I'm a student at Tangaza University, and also in Tangaza, I happen to be the vice president to executive, that is Tangaza University Student Association. And I'm Catholic. I come from a parish called Mashuru in Kajiado County, in Kajiado Deanery also, and Ngong Diocese, that is. And I happen also to be a leader in the parish level, in the deanery level, and even in the diocese level. And I'm a journalist. I'm pursuing journalism and mass communication at Tangaza. And I got an invitation to come to Radio Maria today to talk about leadership and about our Gen Zs, and to at least to empower these people, and at least to get to know more about leadership. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm privileged to have you here, and I think we have so many Gen Z's leaders. Can you get us well? Okay, thank you very much. And I'm curious to know, in your leadership position, Brian has answered several questions before you came, and he has told us about his leadership positions, of which I would like also you to give us some of your experiences. And I'm wondering, how can you, if you could please share with us your personal experience where you have demonstrated your leadership skills in all these leadership positions that you have taken. Yes.
Thank you, sister, for that question. And as I've told you earlier, I've been a leader. Like, I can say 3/4 of my life I've been a leader, for sure, because from, I don't know, primary level, Kitambo used to call nursery. I don't know nursery. Yes. Nowadays it's baby class and wherever. Yeah, so from like the beginning, I used to be a leader both in school and also in church. And I can say I have so many experiences, but this like there was one which was really challenging for me, and I got like it was not easy to solve, and you know, because one time I had a youth group that I was leading in our parish, and I happened to be the treasurer in the parish level. So, you know, treasurer and mambo ya pesa, you know. Yeah, I'm the one who keeps, the bag, exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Not really the Zakayo, but you know, people, someone who is a treasurer, you know, these people, you must be like accountable for everything. You must be transparent, you know, you must be honest.
You were the Judas. Yeah. It's Judas that used to really keep money for Jesus. Yes.
So it happened this time that these guys, we were going for youth, I don't know, it was sports, yes, sports. We were going for games in the diocese level. So these guys, most of my youths in the parish level are from high school. So, you know, high school, kidogo, they don't have money like to cater for their everything. Yes, yeah. Those guys. So my team had like I can say 3/4 of the team was high schoolers, and these are the people who are going to represent us in the diocese level. So I had to do anything that I can do to take these people to the diocese level. So I communicated, and you know, these days midterm is around, I don't know, 3 days, 2 days. So when these guys came home, they just had like, we were going to Narok, and you know, from Kajiado to Narok is a bit far. Yeah. So I told these guys, we are going to Narok, we are having games. So if you know that you're in that team, get prepared. These guys don't have money, you know, they don't have money to pay for this, but I must take them because they are the team, they are the players. Hey. So what I did, I told them to at least to get something that they can get. So there, you know, we come from different backgrounds. There are those who are able to get the money. There are those who are not able to get the money. So those who got the money came with the money, and most of them who didn't get the money, they were the players, like the main players in the game. So I couldn't leave them behind. So the day came. We were going on Saturday, so it was on Friday. I told them to come and sleep in the parish so that at Saturday in the morning we could leave. So when they came, the parish priest was there with us, and I told them, like, those who paid, I picked the money of those who paid, and those who didn't have, I also accommodated them, because I didn't have anything to do. Like, I had to accommodate them because they were my main players. So the bus is there, the driver is expecting, he said he wanted 60k from us, and it was around 9, and what we have is 40k, you know, a difference of 20k. It was so tough. So I had to call the parish priest. That night, I called him and I told Father, we have 40k and we are needed 60k to go for the games. So Father said, what I'll do, I'll not give you this money for free. I'll lend you this money. You'll return the money. The money is refundable. Where? So I told him, it's okay, Father. So I didn't inform these guys that we are getting money from Father and we will return the money. I didn't tell them because there was no time. So we got money from Father, and the thing was successful. We went and we came back. On coming back is when I came and told them that, you guys, you know that we got money from Father. The money was not enough. Like, there are people who didn't pay for the trip. They didn't have anything, and I couldn't blame them. They didn't have anything, and they were our main players. So we had to borrow money from somewhere. So, hey, now the conflict came. Why didn't you tell us? Why
do you expect us to get the money?
Why do you expect us to get the money? You leaders just go and do your own things, and you don't tell. You know the Gen Zs. And you know by that at that time it is when the mandamano thing was so high.
Yes.
Okay, so these guys, they were like, we are not paying that money. We are not refunding that 20k. Wait, it was so hard. So I went back to Father and I told Father, the youths have said we are not refunding the money. So Father told me, you just go and do your things. I want the money. You know, the money is from
maybe it was also his
yes,
personal
exactly.
money. He didn't know where to get it from. You wouldn't blame the man. Yes.
It was so tough. It was so tough. So I had to gather my leaders, like the chairman, the vice chair, all those, and I told them, guys, hey, in immortal, we have to do what we can do in order to get this money and return them to Father. So we had to go into our pockets once again. We are students, you know. They're struggling also, like, but these people will not understand that you're struggling. Ama, you are a student, you are out. When they see you as a leader, they think you have a lot of money, you know.
The way we are looking at Ruto,
yes.
Where are you taking our money?
Exactly.
How can you be telling us there is no money?
But Ruto
Poor
has
man.
money.
Hold on. Yes.
So it was so tough. So we had to go into our pockets and get that money and give to Father. You see.
Okay.
So these people didn't understand that there is something with, and I wrote before I told them that I had written the report of every shilling, but they didn't understand. They said, you're the ones who ate the money, you're the ones who have the money. So
I can actually understand, and that explains to us a situation where you had to take a very difficult decision as a leader, taking in that money without even informing the people. You didn't actually know where you would get it, and thank God you were able to do that. And I'm just curious to know, because that entails ethics and integrity as well, as Brian was telling us, because you had to give the account of everything and how you spent that money. And I'm curious to know, how do you prioritize your ethics and integrity in leadership?
it's not easy. I can like, because the people we are leading, sometimes they don't understand, they expect you to be perfect. These guys expect you to be perfect, like to have everything, so it's not easy to balance. But with the help of God, we are balancing.
Oh, thank God, I'm hearing this from the Gen Zs. I wish Ruto can listen to this. At least they'll be able to understand that things are not easy, since they're also in the leadership position. Unlike Brian, who gave me a tough answer. Thank you so much, our dear listeners and our dear viewers. I'm glad, in case you have any question, kindly put it down in the comment section or write to our SMS.
23405, 23405, absolutely free. Or on WhatsApp at 0796 485 132, 0796 485 132.
Okay, thank you so much. And we are also live on Facebook. You can drop your message there and we'll be able to answer you. Now, to my dear guests, how do you approach decision making and problem solving as a leader? I go back to Brian.
Okay, if you look at our country right now, the biggest problem you're having as the leaders is that problem solving.
Yes.
For me, let's say if I'm a leader and all the dockets I'm serving as a leader, if you see how I handle problem solving is, first of all, I define this problem. I try to find out what is the root source of this problem. If students are complaining of missing marks, students are complaining of high school fees, lecturers not coming to class, so I will first go and first find the source, the root source of this problem that the students are complaining.
Okay.
Are they the source of the problem? Is the administration the source of the problem? So I'll try to, bring these people together to consult each other one by one and see. A lecturer, students are complaining, you're not attending classes. The lecturer will tell me, I attend classes, but students don't come, or they come late.
Okay.
So I'll have already established that the problem towards this teaching is either the lecturer or the students. So I'll again go to the administration and ask the administration, students are complaining this and this, lecturer complaining, and when I had a conversation with the lecturer, he said he's being demotivated because you don't pay him on time. Is that so? So I also find if the problem is within the administration. So how are these problems connecting between the students, the lecturers, and the administration?
Okay.
So after find out the root cause of the problem, I will now know where to start, where to begin. If they are the students, I'll sit down with the students and we'll have a one-on-one conversation. I'll sit down with the lecturer, with the department, and even with the administration. That's number one. The second one, because I'll also, my colleague will also have to speak. So the second one, and I'll also try to, the problem we are having as a country is, if you look at like some of our leaders, they have advisors, but instead of the advisors advising them, they're the ones advising the advisors. Yeah.
Okay.
So I also try to look at advice from others. You might be a leader, you might not be a leader because you did not get that chance, but you are a good advisor. You can be a good leader than me. So I'll come and approach you and tell you, I'm having a problem with this thing. Students are becoming tough. How can I handle this thing? How can I manage these events? So you will give me your feedback. You will give me your advice. I'll also go to another leader, maybe in another university. How do you manage to, calm students when they have not gotten their marks? How do you calm students when the situation is like this? So I'll try to get feedback from both sides, from both universities, from both leaders. Then from there, I'll put together and come up with the right feedback. Yeah,
okay, let's hear from Lillian too.
For me, when it comes to problem solving, it's not easy. But what I usually say is have good listen to people, and also communicate, because you'll not know what is pinching me until you talk to me. You'll not know me until you'll not judge a book by its cover.
Yes.
You'll not know what is inside me until you listen to me. So I don't judge that that early. Listen to that person, know what is the problem, and be neutral. As leaders we must be neutral, because people will say if you are facing this side, if you are you are giving credit to one side, you should always be something that happened to me just recently when I got into leadership in Tangaza. There was an incident like that happened between a lecturer and a student. This lecturer she was teaching me, and the student is my classmate. So it happened that this girl used to come to class late each and every time she used to come to class late. So the lecturer got upset and said, I'm not going to allow this girl in my class once again. We are almost ending the semester, the exams are almost there, so it was kind of hard. So the lecturer told me, Lillian, as a student leader in this university, what can you say about this issue of this girl coming late to class? And coming late, she didn't all the assignments, she had never submitted any assignment.
Yeah.
So when the lecturer tried to talk to her, the girl is she's very proud, she's so this thing was quite hard for me, because if I stand with the lecturer, the students will hate me. The classmates will be like, huyu anakuwa tu mtiaji, huyu, this one is always the lecturers the deputy
Yes.
Jesus, the lecturer's favorite,
Yes.
you know. And when I stand in the side of the student, the lecturer will see me as a bad person. So, you know, like it was so hard for me to decide on what the lecturer would, okay, to give my
Your
opinion.
view, yeah.
Yes, it was so hard for me to give my opinion. But what I did, I told the lecturer, maybe you can just we can just sit somewhere privately and talk about this issue, because if I talk in class, these guys will take it in a different way.
Yes.
So, you know, sometimes it is hard. It is hard as a leader, because people want to see you like perfect, want to see you like having all that, everything all around.
Yeah, the
being like,
angel.
yes, exactly.
I understand.
And they call you the deputy Jesus now,
Yes.
because you're doing, you know, it's quite hard, but we're
Okay.
trying. Yeah.
Thank you so much, but I guess the right thing is the right thing, and it has to be done,
Sure,
whether
sure.
the person likes it or
Or
not.
not.
It would also be good also, I guess, if you listen to that student, why do you do this? And if she shows off, she's showing off to the lecturer, then you have no option but to make her face the
Yeah,
consequences.
but you know, just the way I've said, like, you have to listen to this person, because this girl, like, when the class ended, I called her and I told her, what is it that you're doing to the lecturer? Don't you know that this lecturer have the pay slip? She's not here forever. You're the one who is here to beg, you know, because you are looking for marks, you're looking for a good transcript. So you have to do this. So the girl said, even my mom has told me to drop this unit, so I don't even have problem when I drop this unit. So you see, most of these things come from our backgrounds, you know. This
Our
person is just
parents
like,
contribute to
my
that.
mom is supporting this, so I can do, what is it, you know, the Gen Zs, I can
After
do,
all,
you know.
he's not paying me.
Yeah.
I understand decision making and solving problems is
Yeah.
not
It's
very
not
easy.
sure.
But like you said, listening to the other party
Yeah.
and listening to all parties before making a judgment is very, very important. And how do you think leaders can promote global citizenship and social responsibility?
Global citizenship and social responsibility.
Yes.
I think as leaders, first and foremost, you should know what you're going for. If you're vying for that position, maybe because there must be a motivation, you know. You're not just going for it. So as leaders, know what you want. Know where you want to go. Know like
What you're going for.
Yeah, what you're going for and what you want to deliver for your people. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. And Brian, what do you say about that?
About promoting global citizenship.
Yes, and social responsibility.
I think so. Here, let's talk about now our leaders, our government leaders. In terms of promoting that global citizenship, they should prioritize
Yes.
collaborations and partnerships.
Okay.
Whereby, if sometimes I always look at the bigger picture of our president. They call him a flying president, but we don't know what he goes there to do. Maybe he goes
True.
to bring those collaborations and
Yes.
partnerships, and maybe you'll see the Chinese are coming here. If you walk around along Nairobi, you'll see China Square. It results from these collaborations and partnerships. So when you're a leader, try to look for collaborations and partnerships, because you can never grow alone.
You can't work
Yeah.
alone. Yeah.
So if you are the president of a university, try to benchmark from Nairobi University, Kenyatta University, come up with those collaborations, partner with them in areas that you can partner. I know like there is something that Kenya offers that is not being offered in Tanzania, in Uganda or Rwanda. And there are things that those countries offer that Kenyans we don't offer.
Yes.
So as a leader, be at the forefront of looking for partnerships and collaborating with others for the benefits of the people.
I guess you are partnering with us in Tangaza. I guess you
Yeah,
are partnering
yeah.
with those in Kwaya.
Aren't we?
Please, we need this
we are partnering.
collaboration.
In fact,
Yeah.
yesterday I attended their tournament. So it's
Wow,
like
that's
when
great.
we'll be having our football tournament, at least I will know how to,
Yes, I
Benchmarking
understand.
from us, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I guess, Ruto, you have some people that understand you. It's not everybody that will be calling a flying president. At least there is somebody that try to reason and liaise with whatever you are doing. And personally, I'm an environmentalist, and I do so much on things regarding environment, and it is good that young people, that youth know what is happening in our world. You know, all these environmental changes and whatever is happening. And as youth leaders, you are the ones that will jeer this. You are the ones that will help the young people, to get the solutions or play their part on caring for our environment or caring for our Mother Earth. And there are so many things that have been going on, campaigns, fossil fuel campaigns and whatever. And I just want to, I'm curious to find out whether you have attended or you have done any projects. And if you have done, if you could please describe for us a project or an initiative you've been involved in that addresses an environmental issue.
About environment, sure. As journalists, also we have a unit that is called environmental journalism.
Okay.
It's all about environment, taking care of our Mother Earth, as you've said. And me being a leader, I've just Brian has said about networking and collaboration. I have a friend of mine, we work together in a organization called Osoyet organization. This organization deals with matters to do with the girls. By the way, I come from the Maasai community, one of the marginalized communities.
I was seeing this thing.
Yes,
so.
one of the marginalized communities in this country. So we, as leaders, we met and we said it is good for us to empower our girls. It is good for us at least to get something for our girls, and at least to show them that me being one of them, maybe it's very hard for in our community to find people in the university. I don't know, in this bigger, higher educational level is hard in our community to find people in, because the girl child is still not very much active in. So in our Osoet organization, we usually do that, and most of the time we plant trees. So when we go and visit these girls, we take to them some sanitary towels, some toiletries, all that, and we plant trees with them. So that is one way of at least making our environment to be suitable for all of us.
And when you plant those trees, do you really follow up to make sure they were like watered, taken care of for them to grow? Or we just plant, because most of the times we plant to, we plant for remembrance and pictures. And once we go, the tree dies. Like, do you have that follow up?
Yeah, so for us, what we usually do, because most of the time we visit primary and secondary schools for girls, so we get the leaders of the girls. So we know that this one is yours, this tree is yours. Maybe when they finish school, they'll be part of us, like they join us. So we'll tell them, so and so this tree is yours. Make sure when we come back here, we want to find this tree as big as you are.
Oh, yeah, so that's good. Okay. And Brian?
I think Lillian, she's in a better position of tackling environmental issues because of where she's coming from.
Yeah.
I always tell people, giving birth a child is not hard. Even though women complain, it is hard carrying a baby and giving birth, but it's to me it's not hard.
Okay.
Because if you look at all female creatures, they are capable of giving birth, but are they all capable of raising those creatures? So you find that the biggest problem here is taking care of something. You can give a birth to a child, but if you walk here in town, you'll see so many street children who have been left by young mothers, parents, because they cannot take care of those children. So it's not about just planting a tree the way you've said. I always see the government, they even give us a public holiday to plant trees. But do they give us a public holiday to water those trees? They don't. Do they follow up to see that this tree that we planted last year, how many out of the 10 billion plan of planting these trees, how many are up to date and how many need to be replaced? So to me, I'm always keen on caring the environment, even though where I come from, we don't have big environmental issues. Because I came to know about these environmental things when I came to Nairobi and I was visiting areas like Marsabit, Samburu, Kajiado. That's when I knew, these things I always see in television and newspaper. So animals, they really die because they have no greens to eat. Because in my area, it is green all over. We don't suffer from sun, we don't suffer from rain. It is like 50-50, so we are okay. So when I came to this area, that's when I realized that we need to take care of the environment. Because I'm coming from Western, it doesn't mean that I cannot help people from Kajiado to plant trees. So I remember I joined things like the Lodato Sea, and we went to areas like Isinya. We planted trees there. We came up with boreholes there, and even at the Catholic University, I'm the chairperson of Journalism Club. And I mobilized students and I told them, let's plant trees here in our university so that when you come back as an alumni, because your name is not on the notice board the way they are in high schools, just come and tell them, are you using that tree over there? It's the courtesy of me. Yeah. So I've planted trees and I'm also taking initiative of caring those trees.
Interesting. I love that. And like you said, I want to use the example of the public holidays we were given to plant trees. And of course, billions of money were mentioned.
Sure.
We were given public holidays, and I guess the trees were not even given to plant, because personally, I know I had a public holiday, but I didn't have the tree to plant.
No, that,
Where did that billions things go? With that all that money? And I'm wondering, how do you think that integrity? How do you think leaders can balance their own interests with the needs of their community?
Okay, you know the biggest problem with leaders actually is balancing, knowing what belongs to the people and what belongs to them. So when I'm a leader and I'm earning like 100,000 and I'm being given 100 million for development of my people, so I will see out of 100,000 that's too small for me. I've been given 100 million to go and do boreholes and paint classrooms for those people. I'll go for cheaper things, give to the people. Then I'll take the largest share and put to my pocket. So I think the where these leaders can balance between their interest and their own interest and that of the people is prioritizing people first. You know, when you put people at the forefront, you know that you are a servant of the people. These are the people you are elected to serve. You remember, leadership is a call. Even though there is an argument where people say political leaders do not come from God. I agree they don't come from God because we elect them. Because if they are coming from God, they can't be doing what they are doing right now. Because I know God can never give you a wrong person or a bad person. So I think it's just a matter of knowing what their people want, doing what their people want, and prioritizing the things to go to their people.
Okay, thank you. Lillian?
So for me, I think leaders should know that these people are their bosses. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, they should know that the citizens are their bosses. And you should, like the way you should treat your boss. You respect when you see your boss, you respect. So they should respect the citizens. They should give them like what is right,
They give us what belongs to us.
They give them what belongs to them exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
And that it's not easy to be transparent and to have all that, it's not easy. But what I can say, at least balance. Hata kama unakula usikule yote.
At something for me.
At least balance. Balance,
Okay.
at least make these people feel at least they are there.
Thank you so much, Lillian and Brian. We are really glad to have you here. And as we come to the end of our program, I want us to summarize with a few remarks, of which I want each of you to tell me your future aspirations as a leader, and give an advice to a young person out there who is aspiring to be a leader one day. I begin with Lillian.
Sure.
So, my aspiration is, most of the time, by the way, if you see my like in school, if you're in Tangaza, you usually see I have my branded t-shirts and cape that I usually write Her Majesty Mama County. I aspire to be the next, maybe 2027 or 2032 to be the next women rep in Kajiado County.
Wow.
Because I'm really, really, really motivated by what the current women rep is doing, and I really wanted to do more, even more than the way she's doing. I really love what she's doing, and I love the feminine gender. It's not that I'm a feminist, but I love the feminine
It is
gender.
okay, you are feminine. You are a female, so if you go that direction, it's still fine.
I love the feminine gender, and something that is really making me to want like to be a women rep, and not any other politician but a women rep. I love the feminine gender, as I've said. I know what they are going through. I know what people are going through back in the community because I've been there. I know the pinch and I know everything that they're going through. So I believe that if God gives me, Brian has just said leadership does not come from God. But for me, I believe leadership comes from God. I believe that if God
Leaders
wishes,
are born, not
yeah.
made. Or they are made, not born. It's okay.
Yeah. So I believe, I pray that if God gives me that chance, I promise that I'll do the best for my people, because I really know what they are going through, and I really want to change and at least to see them somewhere one day. And for the advice that I will give to someone who is aspiring to be a leader, just be focused, know what you want, and like, let these people not be self-centered. At least be there for the people, be their sacrifice at once, because they say service to human being is service to humanity is service to God. So if you're aspiring to be a leader out there, focus and know what you want. Pray, because wisdom, ask God to give you wisdom like Solomon did, because I believe that if you're wise and you keep focused, keep your eyes like, I'm not preaching, but I love quoting verses from the Bible. That time when Jesus was walking on water, Peter was following him, and when Peter was focusing his eyes on Jesus, he was able to walk. But the time he was focusing his eyes on the sideways of the he sank. So I'm telling these people, like, focus on what you want. If you're focusing on Jesus to give you this, focus, because I'm sure he can. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. My dear viewers and listeners, we have a future women representative of Kajiado County. That's good. Brian, kindly tell us your aspirations, your future aspirations as a leader, and give your advice to the young people.
They always say, show us your friends and
I'll tell you who
so you can see my friends.
I see. Yes.
So if Lillian wants to be women rep, we must meet in parliament also. So my future aspiration is to be a member of parliament of my constituency. Wow. And from there, I want to start from being a member of parliament. I don't want to start with MCA, because MCA, they face a lot of challenges from the people. So I want to start from member of parliament. Then from there, I will go to being the governor of our county, because coming from that county, I've discovered and identified problems that the people are facing, and I want to first fill those loopholes before even becoming before being elected. I want to be a philanthropist in our area, whereby let people sing my name and push me to go for that gubernatorial seat or that parliamentarian seat. So my aspiration is to be member of parliament, and then from there to be the governor, as I go up until the where God will say, now you rest your case here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
remember us in your kingdom.
I will. Yes. I will. And then for the young people, I'm very much grateful with the young people, especially those the young people that are coming from my area. Like recently, I've seen a young man who's 25 years. His name is Ian Washika. He has declared that he wants to be the senator of Kakamega, with or without funds. So I'll tell young people from Kakamega to rally behind that young man, because he has declared he wants to be the senator for that county. So what I will tell young people is, believe in yourself and go for it. No man is limited. Don't say that you don't have money, you are not a professor, you are not a doctor, you cannot be a good senator. No, believe in yourself, go for it, and you will get it.
It will work.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We have another future governor of Kakamega. Thank you so much. And what, in summary, what is your parting shot for the young people who are listening to us, who are watching us on Facebook, on YouTube? What are your parting shots for them?
For me, to the young people, to the Gen Zs, I know they are energetic people. I know you guys, you are very creative. You are very energetic. You know, when these guys want something, they want it, you know. We said the finance bill 2024, 2023, 2024, we don't want it, and we didn't want it, like, and it went like that. So I know, like, these people, when they decide, like, we want to do something, they do. So I'm telling them, like, guys, get motivated. It's not hard. I know, like, right now in our country, we're going through, like, there is no jobs opportunity. Guys are finishing school, we're seeing graduates each and every time, but there are no jobs. Guys, be creative. Know your own strength. Know what you can do, and do it to your best. Do what you're doing and do it to your best, and with the help of God. By the way, don't forget to pray, because prayers have worked. For me, yeah, sure.
You have given me a topic for the next step. We are going to look at job opportunities. Okay, Brian,
for me,
give us your let's.
I'll just tell young people, don't be like our our parents who put us in this scenario we are in today. So do not go for small things from politicians, then you'll be dumped after they have gotten those positions. So I want to tell young people, you are now educated generation. You are the source of hope for our country. Elect leaders whom you know they can transform and change your lives. Get voters registration and arm yourself with an ID card and voters card, and come 2027, choose those leaders that you know you've weighed them, you've seen their manifestos, you've confirmed that these ones, according to the integrity and what they have done before, they are capable of transforming our country. So I want to tell young people to throw fear away, not to be intimidated by states or government or anything. Then when that time comes, let them make do critical thinking and make a good decision in terms of choosing our leaders. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, our dear guests. I was privileged to have them. Jacob Black, I hope you learned something.
A lot.
Okay, so allow us to stop here. Thank you very much for being with us on this program. And do we have some questions or?
Not really, but just one applause for
Okay.
Brian.
Okay.
Sheila is saying you're doing good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you so much. And only that I wasn't close to the camera for me to check out on YouTube. But if they are there, we are going to answer them later. Thank you so much for staying with us. Always stay with us every Saturday. Here we are with Youth Zone with Sister Aurelia. Bye bye and have a nice weekend.
Okay, thank you so much, Sister Aurelia with the team. And we say it's an inshallah. Sister is saying goodbye. Hata nami sasa niseme kwa heri. Yes, I also say goodbye. And I'll be leaving you with none other than Job Muhwana. Yeah, Job Muhwana with the sport fiesta at exactly 4 p.m. Wanaongelea English Premier League. Niliona Arsenal iligonga mtu. Anyway, I'm not a football fan, so we leave with the experts to handle that one. Anyway, for those who have been with me, thank you so much.